The headlines. 24th, the Great June Uprising Unity Day observed at Kekrupat. Floral tributes paid to the departed souls. Truck drivers carrying petroleum products launched steering wheel down strike over LPG bullet tanker driver assaulted by suspected Manipur Police Commando personnel. Hello and welcome to Uprising English News. I'm Surbala Kangabam. Let's see the news in detail. 24th, the Great June Uprising Unity Day was commemorated at Kekrupat today. Chairman of the organizing committee, Nando Luwang, maintained that demand for separate administration or homeland is impossible. The observance was jointly organized by All Manipur United Club Organization AMUCO and United Committee Manipur. Large number of people attended the observance where they offered floral tributes and thanked a salute to the departed souls. Flags of AMUCO and UCM were also unfurled as part of the observance. Nando Luwang further stated that the center has been making repeated attempts to disintegrate Manipur and has been creating enmity among the communities. Many indigenous people had been jailed in the movement to fight such attempt to break Manipur, he said. Nando Luwang also maintained that the center is trying to disintegrate Manipur by keeping the conflict unresolved. No internal or external force can break Manipur as long as Kekrupat stands, he added.
Manungi wagera mapan wagera to pithigi akan ba force ama wagera madu thugana ma da khoi chapcha themegani madu da khoi thawai tha gi bai so gi bai pan gi bai madu gi demakta manipur gi miyamna singnaba leite aduna kana gumba lamdam de hingmine ba kang furup oigera bharat sarkar wagera manipur thugaine gi manganga kano akhoi punna hingminasi punna chakhoi mesi punna nungai apana pami nasi akhoi ne khoi tung irai bakse akhoi mase lemina na ba akhoi yalu furup oiminari ba lamdam di khunda me akhoi punna mangna pheba lomisi madu natadana bharat sarkar gi chironda bharat sarkar gi oidaba false promise ke adu thajaraga akhoi tongan ba homeland tana ba nata tongan ba separate administration tawne ga khalba wakham didi marubi da nga phaba chatpone thokani aduna aduga angang na tha piu haiba demand man ba adugba mong dudi to wiganu haiba wakham simachu thamjaraga khoi punna nungsi chana himinasi aduna kangrup khurup khudingmakta akhoi ngasi phawada yamna lan ubagi khoi hainabi lejade adubu kana gumba mioi kharna Manipur thugaina hona ba kangbu sing adudi akhoi na kaidong sisu sumna uroi madu madu akhoi karigumba makong ta akhoi negotiate tawroi compromise tawroi wakham thamjari.
Vice Chairman of the Organizing Committee, YK Dhiren, highlighted the need for the current generation to draw inspiration from the June Uprising. It was the martyrs who have made us realize that the Indian government is the one who is trying to break Manipur and not the indigenous communities. He also shared that marking the historic event, the observance was organized with floral tributes to the deceased souls. He also called for unity to prevail among the people in order to thwart attempts made by internal force to break the integrity of the state.
Indiana Sathara policy Sinamara Morkanda, a coisha, Nushina than Machine, Machina Kaidong with the Kangumata, my park partner, Kangumata, my Tiba, Ibadulero, Machipuna, Shomina Gadavani, I see Basatari policy that Turga Sally Bakango Purpsingi, Lusimba, Lusimba, Madu, Kaidong with my park, Lusimba, Lusimba, Oiroi, Madu, a Kunai Shimanga Batung, Ningam, the Papiva Mokata, Kunai the Lakani, Maramudu Indiana, Sanchalaiba, Lalong Singer said, Puna Kangmin Rakanda, Manipur, Kunai, Shikanaba, Bonaminusi, Uzikshu, Lady Ba, Issue Punima, Crisis Punima, say, Equi Laminary Bakang Purup Singer, Shina, understand Tominarakanda, Equi Tabakashi, Manglum the Sanctingani, Indiagi, Dulavayam, Division Boiba, Policy Singer, say, Punamona Kangminasi.
Truck drivers carrying petroleum products have launched steering wheel down strike, while tankers carrying essential items from Jiribam 2 have been restricted from entering Imphal. The protest was launched over an incident where an LPG bullet tanker driver was assaulted by suspected Manipur Police Commando personnel. It may be mentioned that on June 14, a group suspected to be Manipur Police Commando personnel wearing khaki pants assaulted LPG bullet tanker driver KH Herojit market when he was driving home after unloading his tanker at Sekmai bottling plant. Demanding a lawful action against the commando personnel, the drivers had served an ultimatum of 48 hours to the government. With no response from the government, the drivers intensified their protest, and following which around 150 tankers were seen parked from Moidangpok to Kaithilmanbi. An LPG bullet tanker driver named P.H. Ojit told media persons that the drivers are working 24/7, transporting essential items for the people. It was unfortunate that an unarmed driver was assaulted by suspected escort security personnel. He also lamented that the driver's demand for lawful action against the perpetrators has been neglected by the government. The drivers strongly condemned the incident and have resolved to further intensify their protest. Distribution of fuel at IOC and petroleum outlet, distribution of LPG at Sekmai bottling plant will be stopped, while transportation of petroleum and LPG from Jiribam to Imphal too will be restricted as part of their agitation, he added.
अकोगी सीएम की बंगलो की ममांग थोलकपने स्कॉर्पियो द नंबर प्लेट थेते स्कॉर्पियो बुलेट प्रूफ अंगौबनी मधु सरकार ने खंगमम थोई मसे अकोई ड्राइवर अकोई सि तसेंगना मियाम की दमकता थवाई खुपाकता हापगा अकोइसे लांथिंगनबा अमग समानरीबने अकोइजो वाना अकोइने चचरीबा सि मियाम की दमकतने अदुना ngasi अकोइना चथरीबा खोंजंग असे मियाम नसु सौगतपियो हाइना मीडिया की थोंगदा हाइजरी तालिब डिमांड असि फंगद्रिबा अकोइ मतम लेप्सरोय अदुम हन हन अदुम हेन अरुब एक्शन हेना अकन खोंजंग हेना चंगचलकनी हाइबसे थमजरी असिमक्तदा यारता तारगदी अकोइ असोमदगी लोड लाकपसु जिरीबामदा थिंगनजरगनी अदगी पोलगी आईओसीएल थिंगजलानी बोटलिंग प्लांट सेंगमाइगी थिंगजलानी सी आई मीडिया की थोंगदा आइना हाइजरी.
The second phase of counselling for students from Manipur wanting to study at colleges and universities in Chandigarh will be held soon. A press release issued by Publicity Secretary of Manipur Students Association Chandigarh, Mashnam Victoria, said the second phase counselling for various undergraduate and postgraduate courses at colleges and universities in Chandigarh for students from Manipur for the academic session 2025-26 will be conducted on 22nd June at DM University campus. The initiative of the counselling is launched to give awareness of the students about the universities, affiliated colleges, admission process, eligibility criteria, courses available, and introduce the campus life with the aim to provide quality education to students from Manipur. It mentioned that those who were not included in the first phase counselling can avail the advantage. The press release further said that in order to extend help to the students, the office bearers of Manipur Student Association Chandigarh will be present at the counselling session. Mongsangai Old Age Home celebrated its 15th Foundation Day today. Managing Director of Babina Healthcare and Hospitality Private Limited, Dr. T.H. Double, President of All Manipur Senior Citizens Welfare Association, Mongsangai retired IAS S. Kunja Bihari and Dr. Ibem Pishak attended as the main guest at the program organized by All Manipur Senior Citizens Welfare Association, Mongsangai Makhalekai. Addressing the program, Dr. T.H. Double emphasized the need for gentle care and affection towards the children and elderly persons. People are being compelled to seek alternative care arrangements such as children's homes and old age homes due to various challenges. As such, he urged care homes to follow Mongsangai Old Age Home in maintaining cleanliness and running effectively to care for the children and elderly.
I personally am old age home, children home, my America, Mongsangai is in a quite a Pazana menace to Badumba home and I can say. Mamsu Virang when you see campus exam with the Atay homes in the Kradum Cananawi, the Rutanana Leba, building Maktasu, Pazana Sarga, and Pazana maintain Torgalay, the Sigi homes the Labiriba, Halaman Mamsi. She so innocent Wizabada Yamna, Nungaina, the Quiggy, Kremta, what pump the Litana Leba, Adu Mama Uzi, the Naquina, and a hygienic Masi Makatana, home to Viribing so. Atop sources tagi support lowerga sigi level se loin pokolak na ba koi honabam thoprai nai kanjai the honan ba so koi mayam dai appeal to jani.
Chingamakha Nambul Mapal Development Committee, located at Singdamai Chingamakha Yanglem Laikai Nambul Mapal, observed its 7th Foundation Day at Agro Market Shed. MLA Yumnam Khemchan too graced the occasion as dignitary. Floral tributes were paid to the portraits of 3 deceased members of the committee who had taken pivotal role in the development of the committee. 3 meritorious students who scored higher marks in the recent Class 10 and 12 examinations were honored with certificates and cash rewards. Speaking on the occasion, caretaker councillor of Ward number 16, Pokchom Elijah, assured to try her best in working for the development of the locality. MLA Yumnam Khemchan asserted that the poor condition of the 2-meter road along river ranks of Nambul River will be repaired soon. He also called upon the people of the constituency for proper handling of waste material.
Singdamai supermarket ki maya sida ringdupila gi mupi ma sari sigi mamangsi pattaba hundopa moilame laikai club ta wari sarakanda CCTV ma khijale CCTV si khijalaganda masida amo pek lang topodo rupa lising manga fine club da loguyo wena police ka club ka ani mak sangbadagi mi ahum mari rupa lising manga fine lor kanda hundopa phagiduna asigi mafamsi adum hundopa kaunagre tagi lamba man nan baisi sarkar gi natraga municipality gi Labour source after the Yarway, the Swaisida, Jingamaka, Namulapal, Development Committee. As over Hogdang, one of these, I could encourage the home to a summer at home of the Kavana Safety, I what is again.
MLA of Korai Lamlong Assembly Constituency Lashang Them Sushindro Yaima Meitei laid the foundation stone for construction of Sanglin of Ipa Ibungo Putiba, Masano Ima Ibema Thambal Angangbi, Ima Ibema Nongalema, Mapari Ibungo Nawa Koripaba, and Mamo Ibema Chaninglema at Korai Lamlong and handed over the completed shrine to the people. Speaking in connection, MLA Sushindro said that considering the need to resume the annual Lai Harawa festival, foundation stone was laid for construction of the shrine of the 5 gods and goddesses. The MLA urged all to peacefully celebrate the festival.
Mangani katani harau doise aduna haiba line do puti bagi lai harau se matang pudi makta dum khana chaina ba adagi koi gi lai gi to lai engine ga mukna ba du mayam thoi adu phau gi ba matam da haiba tare adumaina lai gi lambi da lai tin gi da thoi sita ba yaw bu da koi mioi kya am le gi da yaw re aduna adaki
To the media, 2 players of Amba took part in the 15th South Asian Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Championship 2025, which was held in Thimphu, Bhutan. In a set championship, K. Arnold won bronze in senior 80 kg category, while Yumnam Thomas secured 5th place in the 75 kg senior category. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has firmly told US President Donald Trump that India never accepted third-party mediation and will never accept it to resolve issues with Pakistan. PM Modi held a telephonic conversation with President Trump and discussed a recent Operation Sindoor and conveyed to him that there were never talks held at any level on an Indian-American trade deal and mediation between India and Pakistan by America for cessation of recent military action. He added that the talks regarding cessation of military action were held directly between New Delhi and Islamabad under the existing channels established between both militaries, and it was done at Pakistan's request. PM Modi's remarks came following the US President's repeated claims to take credit for the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, which was categorically denied by New Delhi early also. Foreign Secretary Bikram Mishri has informed that during the 35-minute conversation, PM Modi emphasized that New Delhi will now treat acts of terrorism not as proxy actions but as acts of war. The Indian Navy is set to commission INS Arnala, the country's first anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft, at the Naval Dockyard in Visakhapatnam today. The commissioning ceremony will be presided over by Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan. INS Arnala is the first of 16 ASW SCC vessels being inducted into the Indian Navy. It was delivered to the Navy on the 8th of last month. It is named after the historic Arnala fort off the coast of Maharashtra. Designed and constructed by Garden Ridge Shipbuilders and Engineers, Kolkata, in collaboration with L&T Shipbuilders, the vessel embodies the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative with over 80% indigenous content. The ship measures 77.6 meters in length, displaces over 1,490 tons, and is the largest Indian naval vessels powered by a diesel engine water jet propulsion system. The commissioning of INS Arnala marks a significant milestone in enhancing India's coastal defense capabilities and reinforcing its position as a self-reliant maritime power in the Indian Ocean region. Israel's military has confirmed the killing of Ali Satmani, Iran's wartime chief of staff and a close advisor to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, in an airstrike on a command center in Tehran. Satmani assumed the office following the killing of his predecessors during Israel's initial offensive on Friday. Iran's Cybersecurity Command has accused Israel of launching a widespread cyber war targeting its digital infrastructure, reportedly disrupting essential services, according to the state-run IRIB news agency. Continuous and intense explosions are being heard in West Tehran, according to the Iranian state news agency, as the conflict enters its sixth day with no signs of abating. Iran's newly appointed army chief has issued a stark warning, saying the strikes carried out against Israel so far were merely a deterrent message. In a televised address, the new army chief, General Abdulrahim Moshabi, declared that punitive action will be carried out soon, signaling a further escalation. Meanwhile, United States President Donald Trump made a social media call for Iran to surrender unconditionally. As tension rise, the Pentagon announced it is speeding up the deployment of the USS Nimitz and other naval headquarters to the Middle East, the second carrier strike group to be deployed to the area. Calls for restraint are growing louder. The G7 summit in Canada issued a collective call for a de-escalation of hostilities across the Middle East, including a ceasefire in Gaza. And before we wind up, our top stories once again. 24th, the Great June Uprising Unity Day observed at Kekrupat. Floral tributes paid to departed souls. Truck drivers carrying petroleum products launched steering wheel downstrike over LPG bullet tanker. Driver assaulted by suspected Manipur Police Commando personnel. Well, thank you so much for joining with us.